So tell me, what are we talking about today?
Today on Keepin the GEEK BROS podcast, episode 135, we've got the Suicide Squad hot take by me, Harley Quinn HBO Max series review by me, Free Guy movie review by me, Nintendo Life, and God of War, only 2 games in the Norse Saga. All this by him. All this and more on this week's episode. Stay tuned.
In a world where geeking out never looked so good, 2 incredibly sexy men will rise for your auditory pleasure. Here's your hosts, Keeping Up with the GEEK BROS.
Yes. Keepin the GEEK BROS podcast. I'm Vibe. And with me are Man and Epstein didn't kill himself. I hate Darflex. And Juancho. And we are the hosts of Keepin the GEEK BROS, a family podcast, allegedly. Let's head it.
So what's going on with the Geek Bros?
Not a thing. I mean, you can check out the impromptu Shang-Chi special that we had. That was pretty fun. Squeezy Bits, it was his idea. He wanted to do it, and we had a good time with that. We do have reaction videos that are coming out, and I'm still working on the Black Widow review. It's going to be a 2-parter. We talked for a lot longer than I expected, and I don't know if I want to drop a 40-minute episode, so it might be 2-parter. I'm looking for a natural spot to break.
What do you guys talk about? A very old movie that needed to be old, like come out? Like, do you guys really talk that much about a bad movie? Like, really?
The movie was bad, but it was bad to the point where it wasn't as so bad so good, but it was bad enough where it was fun to discuss. Plus, we were drinking, so it was funny, and we had a lot of bad and ugly to say. So we just kept on going, and we were bashing the movie. Basically, we were bashing it, but we were bashing it and we were having a good time, and we just kept on talking, and only finally did we stop. It's 49 minutes of raw footage, and
then she sued Disney.
Yeah, exactly, and then she sued Disney. So it's a fun video. It was a fun video. It's just us on a couch, since I still have yet to figure out how I'm going to do filming in this new location that I'm in.
Casting couch? You guys are
exactly, a casting couch, exactly, and it looks great. So we're drinking, we're having a good time. It's gonna come out. It doesn't really matter how long it takes. It doesn't matter because I just drop them when I drop them. But yeah, look forward to that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Of course, we have our cell phone reaction videos. Those are gonna come out. Those are actually done. The only reason why they're not out yet is because I'm too lazy to record my own reaction, and I haven't done that yet. Actually, behind me, which you can't see, there you go. See, there's the red. That's actually my Spider-Man shirt I'm supposed to be wearing for the Spider-Man reaction that I have not done yet because I'm just like, do I have to record? So
did you enjoy my 31 seconds and 32-second videos?
The 31-second, no, you only sent me a 10-second video, which I did not use, so that's not going to be in the video. And the other one, you just sent me a decent one, and I appreciated that. I said very clearly, anything less than 30 seconds, I'm not going to bother my time. I'm not going to waste it.
And I said you 31.
No, exactly. So I'll take what I can get. All right, we're going to move on to the next question on the outline.
What's on your mind, fools?
On my mind, I am still hunting down a affordable yet doable drone for my new high-end realtor client. That's still a pain in my ass. You guys know this because we spent too much time talking about it in the last episode. Way too much time talking about it.
Yeah, we did.
Other than that, I'm really enjoying Blackish. I'm enjoying Grownish. That's what I'm watching, a lot of that. And just getting back into the flow of editing on any kind of regular basis. That's as much that's on my mind lately. Man.
Just trying to nurse my daughter back to health. That's been fun. And then working with my homeboy to get some special somebody his new equipment coming soon.
Listen, I don't want to discuss that because I was told Sunday, latest Monday. It is now Tuesday.
Yes.
I haven't heard anything yet. And I was trying to be a gentleman, saying, let me not bother him on Sunday. Let me not bother him on Monday, but now it's Tuesday motherfucking afternoon.
Listen.
So
we can't control certain logistic issues. These things have been sold out everywhere, so it might take a little bit of time, but I'm hoping. I don't know what I'm hoping for. I don't know. I'm just hoping.
Okay, well, communication is key, man. Just let you know, just communicate with me. Juancho, what's on your mind?
Nothing is on my mind. It said me packing my house so I can move in 27 days.
Oh, you're still doing that?
Yeah, man. I finally started getting boxes, and now it's time to like buckle down and actually start packing stuff. So I packed the kitchen already. Now I'm gonna move on to the living room, and yeah.
Well, we're aware that your wife is moving back in with family. Where are you staying? Which shelter is it? And is it in district?
I'm staying with you. I'm staying in your guest bedroom, and I'm bringing all my hose with me.
That's all we ask for. All right.
So what are the men's names that you're bringing over there?
Manny's
No.
one of them. I love big boys, especially bald with a beard. Love them, and at least they have to have one tat at least. So yeah, see, and
that looks like he got burnt by the iron or something.
No, it's real. It's legit.
I didn't say it wasn't. It just literally looks like you were ironing. One of your daughters was like, "Daddy, look," and you're like, "So." That's all it looks like.
It is. I'm playing one of the new Lost Judgment game.
All Shinobis.
Yep.
Oh, I also switched my car insurance to Geico and saved 60%.
Okay, shut the fuck up, because I'm actually my Progressive insurance shot up $1,000 for the renewal, and I'm like,
yeah, man.
Why?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, this was mentioned about 3 months ago. I already knew ahead of it time. That's why.
What, Progressive?
Yeah. Yeah, Progressive. Now Progressive is the most expensive one. Allstate's still in the middle.
Like, I don't know what happened. How did it?
Up? Because it's just a rate increase on their company.
It's a huge rate increase. It's not a little bit. It's a huge one. I'm saying $1,000. I'm like, why is this? What happened? Oh, well, our rates changed due to whatever, independent of the driver. And I said to them, but $1,000? What are you guys thinking?
That's why you need to go to Allstate or Geico.
So yep, I just switched to Geico today.
I'm actually going to be switching. I actually have it on my work computers waiting there for me to get paid and drop the little deposit and just switch over. I couldn't believe Progressive shut up like that. They must have lost their goddamn mind.
They did.
I mean, goddamn mind.
But that I just did that because my Progressive's gonna lapse in 2 days, and it actually is supposed to renew, and I'm not paying that. I'm not paying that.
Mine is gonna lapse October 1st. Yo, man, we on the same level, Negro. All right.
I'm not doing it.
So without further ado, episode 135 starts now. But first, subscribe to our podcast. It's the right thing to do. We're moving on to the Fresh Scent. Why is Venom Let There Be Carnage under approved movies of the week? Venom is not out yet, is it?
It comes out Thursday night, my friend.
Venom Let There Be Carnage is our approved movie of the week. Over a year after the events of Venom, investigative journalist Eddie Brock struggles to adjust to a life as the host of the alien symbiote Venom, which grants him superhuman abilities in order to be a lethal vigilante. Brock attempts to reignite his career by interviewing serial killer Cletus Cassidy, who becomes the host of the symbiote Carnage and escapes prison after a failed execution. I did not know this was coming out already.
What do you mean? I told you yesterday.
You did, and I
you forgot. I know, it's cool.
Yes, I have.
I'm not important.
So, with that being said, we Man and I will be heading to the movies on Friday to it's funny, we're gonna watch a movie and film a whole new review before the first one ever came out. Anyway, look, I am a one-man show and I can only do so much, and there's sometimes I'm just not feeling it. So look, I'm trying to play catch up, and the stupid travel vlog is back. So anyway, we're gonna be recording that, and so that actually, believe it or not, might come out before Black Widow, only because it's more relevant. I might just like leave Black Widow and edit this real fast, and what I'll do is probably put a timer, no more than 20 minutes.
You can put it and shove it right where Wonder Woman stayed at for a while, and then you can leave it there for a bit.
Wonder Woman is done. Wonder Woman is done, and it was the Wonder Woman crossover with the Geek Girls before, that has been done for a while. I haven't released it because I worked really hard on it, and I don't want to release it and then it gets zero crappy views. So remember, I told you that I was considering holding off on that as a lost episode, because we have a few lost episodes that are actually either almost done or done that I never released because of time. A lot of old ones too. And I was considering for our Patreon doing a lost episode thing where any lost episodes that we have would go on our Patreon. I have the reason why we don't do our Patreon is because I don't believe we have enough viewers. So my conflict of interest is, it does it deserve to be let out? Absolutely. But if I actually end up doing the Patreon, I need content for Patreon. And the content that I can sell or not sell, but that I can make it as an incentive will be lost episodes.
Your nudes.
The Geek Bros, Geek Girls crossover would be a fantastic incentive to join our Patreon. So that's where I am with that. So no, there's a lot of things that I completed after the fact, but chose not to release because I'm holding back content. If in the end I choose not to, I'll dump a whole Geek Bros lost episodes thing on the Geek Bros YouTube channel as a way for everybody to go to the YouTube channel, which there is a Geek Bros YouTube channel. So you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm holding off on content that I know would be worthwhile in either our Patreon or our YouTube channel, or to debut on the website extension. That's the reason why. So suck my ass. So, all right. With that being said, yes, look forward to that. Another Man and Vibe special episode of Venom, Let There Be Carnage, a review, which will be 20 minutes because I'll make sure I have a timer this time. All right. So with that being said, what's new in the gaming world? Are we doing video games released this week, Juancho?
Yeah, we can do them.
Video games released this week by Juancho.
There's a lot of video games coming out this week. You know what video game came out this week? Lost Judgment, a Yakuza story. Yes.
Oh, see, Jacuzzi.
You like it, right? You like when I call it Jacuzzi, don't you, little asshole you? All right. Video games out this week. We are on the week of the last week of September. So basically, you got Chernobylite, G Darius HD, Ghost Runner, in Soundmind, Lemnis Gate, Neo, The World Ends With You on PC, New World on PC, that's the new Amazon MMORPG, Outer Wilds, Echoes of the Eye DLC, Guardians of Hyrule, Endurance Sandstorm, Samdrua, Eon Drive, Bonfire Peak, Bubble 4 Friends, The Baron's Workshop, Darksiders 3, Demon's King, Hot Wheels Unleashed, Industria, Jurassic World Aftermath Part 2, The Last France, Rogue Lords, Bowl 3. No, sorry, just Rogue Lords. That's it. That's all the games.
Thank you, Juancho. Thank you for that. Stupid. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. All right, so we're going to move right into the RJ effect. Nintendo Life, brought to you by Juancho Pancho.
That's a lot of Nintendo Life. You know what? I want to start saying it took Nintendo a long time to actually activate a little device on their Nintendo Switch by way of an upgrade to enable Bluetooth headphones.
Wow. I didn't realize I didn't have Bluetooth headphone capability.
It didn't because it wasn't enabled.
Why?
Because it's Nintendo. I don't know. Ask them. It probably took them 50 years to actually understand that technology and how it works. So yes, here's now you can connect your iPod, your iPods, and all your nice fancy 3D headspace, 4K audio sounds, headphones on there. Actually, you know what? I was gonna ask Vibe if he can actually get me a pair of those headphones that you're showing me, because he likes giving those out for anybody nowadays. So he's more than welcome to send me a pair.
What are you talking about?
That was you didn't know what I did there?
No, I didn't.
You gave those headphones to the certain someone we're not gonna mention, and
that's messed up. That's messed up.
Look, I would just like to say I didn't get these from him though. Okay, so my PlayStation hookup right here.
Oh, nice. Listen, I was being a good boyfriend, so that's
allegedly.
Definitely not to me.
I was being a good boyfriend when I got those.
Definitely not to my man.
And I do not regret it nearly as much as I should.
Last week we had the Nintendo Direct. Nintendo announced a whole bunch of stuff. They announced Kirby in the Forgotten Land is not going to be a 2D platform. It's actually going to be a 3D platform game. Splatoon 3, Monster Hunter Rise, Sunbreak, Mario Party, Superstars. They showed more maps. Triangle Strategy, Bayonetta 3, Delta Rune Chapter 1 and 2 becoming, Shin Megami Tensei 5. They also announced the Animal Crossing is getting a big upgrade. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, they showed the next expansion. Mario Golf got another free upgrade. They're going to be announcing, I think in October, the last character for the Super Smash Ultimate Fighter. So that will be the last episode, the last character. Metro Dread,
Final countdown.
Disco Elysium, the final cut, Dying Light 2, Stay Human Cloud version, the Surviving Aftermath, Chocobo GPs, like another racing. They're going to port Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic onto the Switch, the old one, not the newer one.
Yeah, I thought they were going to remake that.
No, they are remaking it, but for the Switch, they're getting the old one. Room Factory 5, Wreckfest, and Xavier. So they made an announcement. Another announcement that they made actually was that they're upgrading their Nintendo online service to include Nintendo Plus. What does that mean? So that means that you're not only going to be paying for the Nintendo service now, you're going to be adding an expansion pack to it, which will include Nintendo 64 and yes, Sega Genesis.
Oh, snap.
So you will have the Sega Genesis in the Nintendo Switch, which will include Castlevania, Contra, Echo Dolphins, Golden Axe, Gunstar, Musha, Fantasy Star, Rise Star, Shinobi 3, Sonic 2, Street of Rage 2, and Stutter. I'm pretty sure I'm missing 2 more. And for the 64, you're getting Super Mario 64, Mario Kart 64, Star Fox 64, Yoshi's Story, Zelda, Ocarina of Time, Winback, Mario Tennis, Dr. Mario 64, and another one can't recognize the name. But they're also going to be adding more games in the future. They did hint that they're going to be adding Majora's Mask to the Nintendo 64. So that's something. Now, what does that mean? That you're going to have to pay more? They did not announce how much more you're going to have to pay. But if you already pay for the whole year, you're going to be able to just pay the difference, I guess, to be able to upgrade. So yeah, that's what's happening in Nintendo.
Is that good or bad?
I mean, it's good, but I just don't know how much more. They didn't announce how much more. They just said, "Oh, look, we're adding 2 new more devices to the online services."
There's more money.
Yeah,
Give us your
money. I pay 34, 35 a year for that service. So I wonder how much more. All right.
So also, I think it's just they figured this out at the same time they figured out Bluetooth. It's like, oh, yay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Did they explain why it took them so long to do the Bluetooth?
No.
No, weird. just the fact that they sent it out.
I think somebody forgot. It was probably somebody just forgot and it fell between the cracks and somebody in their meeting, somebody was like, hey, why don't we have Bluetooth? And like, oh, snap. And that's what happened. Guaranteed.
And in the same direct, they announced the cast members of the new Super Mario movie coming out. And
oh, Jesus Christ, the Latter-day Saints. Please don't.
Tyler Joy will be Princess Peach, Charlie Day as Luigi, Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong, Kevin Michael Richardson as Kamek, Charles Martinet, which is the voice of Mario, will be making a few cameos in the movie. They don't know, they didn't want to spoil who. Chris Pratt will be the voice of Mario. Jack Black will be the voice of Bowser. Fred Armisen will be Cranky Kong. Keegan Michael Key will be Toad. And Sebastian Maniscalco will be Spike. Spike is the little guy from Bowser's people. So yes, those are all the actors who will be voicing the in the movie. So that should be fun to see.
Do you really mean that?
Yeah.
I mean, listen, because the cast is a joke. I mean, Chris Pratt as Mario, like what tone are they going for? Like what are we really doing here? Like, I'm sorry, like when I saw the cast and my heart sank. Why? Just why?
Why not?
You can hear when you think of Mario, you think of Chris Pratt.
I don't think of anybody. I think of Mario.
When you think of Luigi, you think of Charlie Day.
Actually, I do.
Really?
Yeah, now thinking about it, I do. Like I hear Luigi annoying little voice on Charles Day's voice.
I don't know, bro. I'm very disappointed. I mean, I could be wrong, but I'm not excited for this movie at all. I
Well,
love, and don't get me wrong, I love all the actors but I cannot see them portraying anything remotely close to a faithful adaptation of Mario with the cast they have, and where Chris Pratt plays Chris Pratt, where he tries some really funky like Italian voice, or goes the Brooklyn accent way. I don't see how this is gonna work. I don't know. I need to know what their vision is. What exactly do they see this movie? What is the tone of this movie? Because it's gonna be absurd, but that's just my opinion.
so as well, they actually today announced Nintendo has confirmed plans to expand Super Nintendo World in Universal Studios Japan. They're going to be adding Donkey Kong Land. Donkey Kong will have his own land next to Super Mario World, which will have the first minecart roller coaster. Not first, well, they have.
So you said this is in Hong Kong?
Yes, Japan.
Why? Oh, in Japan. Why are we reporting on this then?
What do you mean?
Well, because I mean nobody listens to us in Japan, and we can't go to Japan. So
Why couldn't we go?
I'm sorry. You know how expensive it is to go to Japan? Sorry, I'm just being a hater because I really wish, because I know they have a Super Mario Land there and it is bomb.
You can
So
go to the one in California when it opens. Stop being a little bitch. All right, back to what I was saying. I know you missed me. Donkey Kong Land. Donkey Kong Land will be opening in Japan. He just wants some Asian loving, and he's mad that he can't get it now. But
actually, well, let me keep my mouth shut. Carry on.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, so that's what's happening. They're going to be having the first roller coaster there. I saw the schematics for the land. It looks very pretty, very Donkey Kongy looking. So yeah,
Is it racist?
why would it be racist?
I don't know.
Donkey Kong.
I don't
What's
know.
wrong with you? Drink your bubbly water. All right, that's it for me. And Nintendo Life.
Wow, that was actually a lot quicker than I expected. Nintendo Life. All right, let's move on to who's next. Oh, it's Man's side piece. The God of War director explains there'll be only 2 games in the Norse Saga. I don't know what that means, but Man will tell us. This article comes from IGN.com. Hit it, Man.
So for those of you that have played the God of War series, all of the games, they're all pretty good damn games.
How many games are there, Man?
I can't tell you how many there are in total. There's a lot of them. Like there's 3, and then there's an Origins one. There's a Chains of something or other, and
what
then there's
Dad of War. Tell me about Dad of War, Man.
Dad of War. No, anyways, so
You could be like,
but on this particular series of the God of War games,
Tell us, Man.
It basically took 5 years per game, and the director, what's his name? No, Corey Barlog.
That's not a Japanese name.
Yeah, well, I guess. So he said that it's been taking them 5 years to basically get this game or these games in together, and they don't want to, extend a storyline for 15 plus years. So basically, long story short, I mean, they don't want to continue it. I mean, this particular game is pretty damn good. Like,
I don't know why. I mean, isn't Kingdom Hearts like a 20-year game with the most ridiculous lore that exists? So yes, why wouldn't they want to do that?
I don't know why he chose to back out of it. I mean, his only reasoning behind it is just that the first game took 5 years. The second game, he doesn't know exactly how long it's going to take to finish it, but it's taken just about the same amount of time. And he doesn't want, like I said, 15 years for one story to go through. So he's going to end it right here. And this game I've played on both the PS4 and PS5, and it's fucking amazing. And I can't wait for this one to come out, Ragnarok, which is supposed to come out sometime in 2022.
No, that already came out. It was actually pretty good. Thor Ragnarok.
Not Thor. No.
Oh,
God of
sorry.
War. God of War.
God of War
Yeah,
Ragnarok.
Yeah. You can't play, Thor Ragnarok. Okay.
But Hela is still in the game though, right?
You can probably play with yourself while watching Thor Ragnarok, but it's not going to be the same thing. It's not going to be the same thing. Different joystick, different kind of buttons.
There's no buttons at all. Believe it.
But yeah, that's pretty much all it is. Just he doesn't want to continue this story, as great as this game was, but that doesn't mean it's the end of God of War. It's just the end of this particular storyline.
But that's what I'm saying. You don't want the story to go, but you're gonna. It's the impression it gave me was that they weren't gonna do any more video games. You know,
No.
if you're gonna keep doing God of War video games, then why does it matter if the story continues over 15 years? If you're still gonna take, are they not extensions of the same franchise? Do they not kind of reference each other, or no? Is each video game standalone?
They do, to a sense. So the first longevity versions of God of War, they basically deal with the Greek gods. This series actually deals with the Norse gods, and they kind of tie along together. You know, they kind of like jump back to his past and what he dealt with while he was, you know, a younger version of himself. But yeah, it's just like a different kind of gods that they're dealing with. You know, like I said, Greek gods at first. You know, the Olympians and all that, and then this time around they got with Odin and, you know, Thor and all those other Norse gods. So again, like this was a very, very well put together storyline as it was. I can't wait to play the second game. I hope, you know, it's just as good as the first one, and I hope they don't end it very traumatic, because I hate when, you know, you start off something and it's really good and you get to the second one, you're like, that was okay, I guess. Yay. Yeah. So
Yay.
So again, it doesn't mean that it's the end of God of War, just the end of the Norse version of it, or the Norse storyline that they have with it, which again is epic. So I can't wait for them to see what goes on next.
All right, I like that. So we're gonna move on to the final thing. My spot, of course, I have the most topics because I am amazing.
Finally,
the cure for your common day. Just 3 hot takes. Basically, you guys are welcome to jump in if you do or do not want. First is the Suicide Squad hot take. The government sends the most dangerous supervillains in the world: Bloodsport, Peacemaker, King Shark, Harley Quinn, and others to a remote enemy-infused island of Corto Maltese. Armed with the high-tech weapons, they trek through the dangerous jungle in search and destroy mission, with only Colonel Rick Flag on the ground to make them behave. This movie is just a hot take. Was such a breath of fresh air. It was basically an R-rated Guardians of the Galaxy, which would be amazing, which would be absolutely amazing if you think about it, an R-rated Guardians of the Galaxy. But it was just so funny. The opening scene had me laughing beyond words, because I said very clearly, most people are going to die, is what I said in the trailer. Like, there's no way this large cast. I used to think how soon they were going to die and how funny it was going to be. Listen, the way Nathan Fillion's character, it was great. It was just great. It was great. The only thing I didn't like is they clearly substituted Bloodsport for Deathshot, clearly, and they didn't really make it very subtle. So clearly they had a draft that had Will Smith in it, and he probably backed out, and he just threw in Idris Elba, made him Bloodsport, because he does the exact same thing as Deadshot, and and has a daughter that he's kind of estranged with. I mean, like literally beat for beat, that was probably Will Smith's role, and he backed out of the movie, which I don't know why. He should have been in this one. He would have been great in this one, but I like the grizzled Idris Elba thing. He did it well. I like that grizzled look. It was fantastic. The movie was great. It was a lot of fun. It's not even a turn your brain off kind of movie. It's just a lot of fun. I loved. Who said something? What?
I said it was a lot of fun. The movie overall.
It was a lot of fun, and honestly, I was watching this movie, and I shit you not, I was saying, God, I wish I saw this with Juancho, because it would have been a great sequel to the original Suicide Squad review we did back when we were younger and thinner and handsomer. And allegedly, we went to this movie.
I aged well, motherfucker. You probably aged like cheese. I aged like wine. Okay?
I didn't say. Did I say you anything wrong? I just said we were handsomer. I didn't say we were handsome. We were handsomer. We were in our prime, and we were thinner. We were handsomer, and we looked good, you know, in our medium shirts. So,
that's damn right. Medium was the shirt.
It was right. We were wearing medium fitted, nice shirts. Both of us. We looked really good, and it was just a really funny We did like a little parody in the beginning. Like I would have loved to have redone that review now with this movie because it was great. That's all I thought about it. This would have been a great review. But nothing to say. The movie was great. I recommend it. It was fun.
Yeah.
It's hilarious. Everything that was wrong about Suicide Squad was absolutely fixed in The Suicide Squad. It is a very, very loose reboot of the series that kind of sort of fits. I'm not sure how much it links to it. A lot of the characters from the last movie have just disappeared and they didn't mention anything of them at all. The only reason why you know this links is because Captain Boomerang, Amanda Waller, and what's her face? Margot Robbie's character, right there, Harley Quinn, was in it. And they allude to them being back in jail. So Boomerang's like, hey, Carlos, you're back in jail again? So it kind of gives you the idea that is a sequel, but it has it has nothing to do with the first movie whatsoever. So yeah, that's about it. I loved it. Check it out. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about it because it was just a pleasant surprise. I'm glad I watched it in the movie theaters and I watched it again on HBO Max twice. Moving on to, did you guys want to say anything before I moved on?
I saw it on my beautiful couch, laying down, eating popcorn with my surround system, and it was amazing.
Blasphemy. Man, you?
I also watched it at home, and I had a great time at home watching it. I mean, I can't complain.
It was nothing like seeing on the big screen with a bunch of junk food around and just cackling like a.
I had a lot of junk food as well.
Yeah, there's plenty of junk food I brought here and popcorn and cackling without having somebody tell me to shut up. You know, it was great. It was a great time.
It's a communal experience. Like you tell me about this. The reason why we go to the movies is for the community experience. Anyway,
no, I hate people.
I love the community experience. I love walking out of the theaters and hearing them say the same thing that I'm saying to my people. Moving on
after the movie's over, but during the movie, it's like shut that child up.
No, you shouldn't be bringing a child.
They don't listen.
Anyway, moving on to Harley Quinn, the HBO Max series. I am very new to this, or late. Sorry.
Yes, you are.
I was bored as hell. And I said, let me give it another chance. I didn't like the first movie. So I said, let me give it another chance. The series is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And you know what I find funny is I've been one to harp on the female agenda and all these female-centric shows and how the females are better than the men. And this is kind of along that line, but the difference is I don't mind. I love it. I don't mind that Harley Quinn is kicking ass of supervillains who really should be getting their ass kicked by a girl with a baseball bat. Yet somehow it's compelling. It's fantastic. I enjoy it. My favorite character is Kite Man.
Wow, of course it is.
Kite Man is such a sad sack. I love it. I love him. I love him so much. I love him. Okay, and it's just great. I you know what? It's funny because I recognize most of the voices. Mm-hmm. I like this version of King Shark as well. You know what I'm saying? Like it's really funny because I really liked the one who was voiced by Sylvester Stallone. You know that? That's Sylvester Stallone's voice. Anyway, which is hilarious. I like both versions. I thought after watching The Suicide Squad, I wasn't gonna be digging this version of King Shark, but I love this one too. This series is not for kids. It earns its rated R rating. It earns its rated R rating, which is stupid. But the story is good. It is about Harley Quinn's emancipation from the Joker, and I thought that the Joker was just gonna be a cameo character. I was pleasantly surprised that he kept on coming back. You know what I'm saying? You know what this reminds me of? This show reminds me of an adult, more compelling version of Teen Titans Go. Because that's all it is. Because it's a joke, it's funny. They have cameo characters. These cameo characters, they keep coming back. You saw Batman a couple of times, and oh my god, what they did to Jim Gordon in this series is a damn shame. But it makes so much sense. Tell me that the way he's portrayed doesn't make sense. It kind of does. He's obsessed with Batman. He's grizzled. Yeah. He's old. He can't do anything. That's his life. There was this one scene when he's on the roof And he's flipping the bat signal on and off and on and off and on and off. And when Batman pops up, he goes, "I wasn't playing with it." Black man. And Batman says, "The bat signal is not a toy." I think that's what he asked him. So
Why haven't I seen the show?
you haven't seen it?
You haven't seen the Harley Quinn show?
Oh,
Bro, I thought you were one of the ones that did see it already. Listen, you need to watch this show. It is so funny.
Yo, Flex was talking about this for like the longest time, and he actually is the reason why I watched this, and I love the hell out of it each and every time I've watched every episode. It was just great.
Show, it's worth rewatching. That's how funny.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
The opening scene alone. When I saw it, I was like, "Hot damn." Okay, you've got my attention. The show is worth it. It's worth it, and it's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious, and well worth it. Well worth it. I recommend it. Swancho, check it out, and we'd love to hear what you have to say about it because it's just a ball of laughs. It's a ball of laughs. It's the Suicide Squad. It's the Suicide Squad, but way more absurd. And because it's animation, you can get away with so much more. So, I recommend it. And lastly, Free Guy. When a bank teller discovers he's actually a background character in an open world video game, he decides to become the hero of his own story. One that can rewrite himself. In a world where there's no limits, he's determined to save the day his way before it's too late, and maybe find a little romance with a coder who conceived him. That's who discovered him. This movie. Why'd you put the Deadpool thing? You know what I did say? He did not reference Deadpool at all in this movie, and I was quite surprised. Surprised. He didn't recommend it. This movie, the trailer seemed fun. Okay. Free Guy is what Ready Player One and Space Jam should have been. That's my hot take. It is what Ready Player One and Space Jam should have been. There are references to other things. It's the same fish out of water. You're stuck in a reality world. It is awesome. And I took my offspring. We went to the movie theaters. Yes, we went to the movie theaters because it's nowhere else. And we walked out of saying, "Wow, this is way better than we expected it to be. Way better." We felt it. It was funny. They connected with it on the whole GTA level. I connected with it because it's anything Ryan Reynolds I loved. It was heartfelt. You eventually forgot that Ryan Reynolds was playing Ryan Reynolds. The love story between him and the player was hilarious. The only thing that I couldn't stand was what's his name? What's that guy's name? Taika Waititi's character.
Taika
Waititi's character was so annoying, and I think it was supposed to be that way. I'm pretty sure. Or they said, "Here's your character, make it what you want." But it was like Nolan's, what is his name? Nolan Sorrento? I don't remember. Whatever it was in Ready Player One. Basically, that was him. That was his role in this movie, except no gravitas, no menace, just pure absurdist behavior.
Taika Waititi.
Yes. Like a diva. Like, I don't know what to explain, but every time he came on screen, I just rolled my eyes. I couldn't take it. But other than that, the movie was fantastic. I mean, fantastic. Yes, this is funny. It's the last glowing reviews for the last three things. I think I've lost myself. But Free Guy is one of those really surprising, heartfelt movies full of comedy. It has a point. It's a hero's journey. It's a coming of age story, and it was just refreshing and funny. And the callbacks, you could tell that the callbacks.
I can't wait for it to come on digital. You're making a good point. You're making like really good, making me feel like I really want to watch it now. Even more.
It is actually released today on streaming devices.
Really?
I'm gonna watch it.
The movie is so much fun. Listen, Channing Tatum's what's it called? Cameo, friggin' hilarious. I would check it out. And all I can say is
again.
Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum.
Yes. Yeah. He's an avatar in it for a little bit. It's just a lot of fun, and it's hilarious, and it's fun to see him go from being just an NPC to a self-aware character and what he chooses to do with it. Based upon his pursuit of a real character. So I would check it out. And you could tell that at the very end, Disney gave them some licenses to say, hey, yeah, you can do these things at the end, because it was really funny. And I cheered with some of the things at the end. So you'd enjoy it too, Juancho. I would say check it out. So that's Free Guy. So there's my hot take on the Suicide Squad. Watch it. Jason, Vibe approved. Harley Quinn HBO Max series, Vibe approved. And Free Guy, absolutely Vibe approved. All these movies were a breath of fresh air. All these movies made it worthwhile to see and watch, and I recommend it. So any final thoughts, Jess, before we wrap this up?
No, I'll just watch it as soon as it comes out, because I actually, that was on my list to watch.
Well, I mean, then you should drop by in the and let's watch it.
Is it on digital today though?
I read an announcement a few days ago that they were releasing it. I'm just trying to find that exactly now. I think it's on Amazon Prime, Vudu and all those streaming services. Let me see here.
It's on Vudu. It says watch it now for $20 on Vudu.
Yeah, it's $20. Wherever you're gonna watch it at, it's $20.
Yeah, Google Play Movies is $20. Vudu, it's $20. So
iTunes I think has it for $20 as well.
I would say it's worth it. I
do want to say something else though. Do you guys whoever have Apple TV, y'all? You guys need to watch that show called Ted Lasso. It won a couple of Emmys. Great soccer show.
I want to see that. I want to see that the Mystic Quest or whatever it's called.
Mystic Quest. Oh, and Foundation. It's an hour. It's like hour-long episode, but it's fantastic. It's a very nice sci-fi, space, Battlestar Galactica feel to it.
Oh, really? See, I like that way that sounds.
Here it is. All right. So video on demand for Free Guy is Prime Video, Vudu, and Apple TV for $20.
That's weird. It's funny because Free Guy is from Fox or God damn it. I saw the logo for 20th Century TV or whatever it is, 20th Century Movies, and it's awful. I was so sad. It just says 20th Century on it, and it doesn't say Fox anywhere there. And I was just like, oh God, I hated it. I hated every minute of it. But
yeah, Ted Lasso, I also heard, was very good and engaging, and that is also on my list to watch.
Okay. All right. So we're going to wrap it up. Shameless promotion, gents. Where can we find you? Juancho. Juancho? Okay.
He's muted for some reason.
Shameless promotion.
Sorry.
Okay.
The underscore Juancho.
Okay.
Only on Instagram.
Only on Instagram, which makes it hard to do promotions.
Yeah,
right.
I left. I'm slowly killing my social media.
Which makes it
being Facebookless is a lot of fun.
It's not. You could have easily just deleted your app so I can still tag you so it pops up so people can watch our stuff. But that's just me and the whole marketing I got to do. Man, where can they find you?
Man on Facebook and YouTube, and Man17093 on IG and Twitter.
You should check out Man's YouTube. He's chronicling all the IG previews that I've produced, and he's putting them up there, getting some sick views on them and getting some really not so sick comments. So if you want to see a dumpster fire of Vibe Studios content and how people are only commenting on what is a 59-second video as opposed to actually the whole thing, check it out. Some of these comments are hilarious, and they're great fodder for my other productions. So you should check those out. And you can find me, Vibro Studios. It's VIBEREVSTUDIOS. That's Instagram, Twitter, YouTube.com, Facebook, basically everywhere you want to be. It's all synergy. It's all Vibro Studios. Just look for that and you'll find everything that you want and then more. So of course, this is the Geek Bros. You can find the Geek Bros on Instagram and Twitter at Geek Bros with a 0, GEKBR0S. You at Yahoo, email us. Geek Bros with a 0, yahoo.com. That's GEKBR0S at yahoo.com. Facebook.com, just Geek Bros with a 0. I think it's becoming animated again. I'm not sure because I think Darflex is no longer suspended. So check that out. WeBeGeeksPC.com, the first place to listen to us.
First place.
He's muted.
First place and only place. WeBeGeeksPC.com. Not COUM, it's COM.
Well, I'd say weekly, but I don't even know anymore. So just check us out monthly on WeBeGeeksPC.com.
Bi-weekly,
of course,
bi-weekly.
My ass. So you could check us out, the video recaps of these lovely faces and random beach. That's youtube.com/Vibrub Studios. For now, that's where it's going to be until I decide to open up another page that I have to then run myself. So that's it for Keeping the Geek Bros podcast. And remember, geeking out still sounds this good.
Keeping up with the Geek Bros.